Okay.
Okay,
I'm
clap.
clapping.
You are good.
My name is Esther Vega.
Amanda Fox.
My name is Alec Westbrook.
I'm Alexa Elliott.
Tiffany Tuck.
Lorenzo Curtis.
Teresa Valdez.
Christopher McCracken.
Shrita Sharma.
Seth Thomas.
My name is Erin.
I'm Maya. I'm a biochemistry and molecular biology major.
I'm majoring in psychology and biology.
Industrial engineering.
Chemical engineering and innovation management.
Bioresource research.
Human development and family science. My major is animal science.
Ecological engineering and Spanish.
Chemistry with an option in pre-med.
So my double majors in biology with a focus in ecology and environmental sciences, and then my double minor is in political science and chemistry here on campus.
I'm an environmental sciences major from Beaverton, Oregon. Crescent City.
Reno, Nevada.
Springfield, Oregon.
Wilsonville, Oregon.
Forest Grove, Oregon.
Astoria, Oregon.
Taggart, Oregon. Junction City, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
So I was born in Norway, and since then I've also lived in Montana, Rhode Island, Wyoming, Kentucky, and now Oregon.
As an indecisive high school student, didn't know if I wanted to go to a small school and take advantage of small class sizes and get that individualized approach, or if I wanted to go to a bigger school and go to football games and be a part of a bunch of clubs. And so I felt like OSU Honors was a good in-between, kind of get the best of both worlds.
Honestly, I'm kind of a homebody, so I'm from Portland, as I just said. So being 90 minutes from home, I'm the oldest of four, so it was just kind of a good idea for me. I get to be able to visit my family, but then also at the same time study the environment in like an environmental hotspot where we're like an hour or two from like everything.
One big thing was the research opportunities here. There's absolutely so much research here, and I've gotten a chance to participate in it abroad, here on campus, and kind of explore things I never really thought I would get to research. They make it super accessible for students here, so you can kind of get involved at any step along the way.
I wanted a place where I could push myself to be the best student I could be, and really work with others who were in that same vein. So I wanted a really supportive community, and that's what I found here.
My favorite part of the HC is how supportive the community is.
I think my favorite part of the HC is the community.
I think my favorite part of the Honors College is really the community you build.
I like the smaller classes because it means I get to know people better and I'm not just in a sea of faces.
My favorite part of the Honors College is probably all the friends that I've made through it.
Just like the people I've met.
The people, like the faculty, the staff.
I'd say that my favorite part of the Honors College is the fact that like you can never get too saturated with your different opinions or like your different knowledge. I think that it's so awesome that you're able to meet people from way different disciplines, people from way different schools of thought and from different just places in general.
And really get to learn from other students as well as cool professors within the college itself. It's really fun to take cool kind of special interest topic classes and make it your own for the most part.
My thesis is a fun story. I kind of found it by accident.
It's actually like my third thesis project that I've been a part of.
So I just solidified what my topic is yesterday.
I kind of looked at a lot of different theses, tried some marine research. That wasn't quite for me.
Even though I'm an engineering student, I'm very passionate about education.
On a whim, I just enrolled in a colloquial class. It was, I think it was OSU Women in Oral History, and it was an exploration of women's history at Oregon State in the past 150 years. So in that class, I learned how to do oral history interviews, and then from there, I kind of had an epiphany, and I was like, hey, I should do my thesis with this.
My thesis was looking at community programs as a bridge to connect minority parents and teachers in Oregon.
Human bronchial epithelial cells, which is basically just lung cells.
Using footwear trends to kind of see where athletes get injured most.
So I'm writing a novel for my thesis.
Tracking caribou migrations through the Arctic.
I'm categorizing toys based on personality characteristics.
Looking at the relationship between parental stress and children's performance on self-regulation.
We looked at chemicals that animals who hibernate produce in their body naturally.
The ownership of pore spaces that water sits in aquifers. So water sits underground, who actually owns the space that water is sitting in, how do we manage it, and all of the complicated legal, moral, societal issues that encompass that.
I had an amazing time writing it, yeah.
I really love being an Honors College ambassador to help out people that come from either out of the state of Oregon or just from smaller towns within the state to talk about the resources that are set in place.
My favorite thing was going to the Beaver briefing and a person came up to me freaking out, and I was like, it's okay, you're fine. And just calming people down when they're really nervous about coming to college, because it's such a big step in people's lives, and being the person to calm them down is really rewarding.
I didn't really feel very smart coming out of high school, and I really thought that the Honors College could be a good community to kind of foster my creativity and learn about different topics. So this is a good chance for me to talk about not only my experience, but other experiences that students may have an opportunity to have.
getting to be the sort of first connection for potential students, because it's always nice because it's not like an adult telling you to join the honors college, it's another like peer.
I'm an ambassador, but I'm also a resident assistant in Sackett Hall, which is like yonder from here. But like I've seen like my residents, they've come up to me and they're like, yo, you gave me the presentation for the honors college. You like walked me to the slug. You like, I remember you. And I think that's so cool because like now those people are like here at my institution. So it's like I was able to play a role in their decision, and then now I'm playing a role in their experience here. So I think that that's the coolest part, is that you really see people come full swing.
I had my older sister when I was figuring out college. As the baby of the family, that was really helpful. So just knowing that I can be that person for someone else really warms my heart.
So it was like the first weekend on campus, and I got to go and work in one of the Corvallis parks with a bunch of other honors students. So that was a super fun way to get to know some people and get involved in the community right away.
I loved the Honors College Gala. It was so fun to dress up in like the dresses and wear heels, and then you get free food and you're with all your friends. That was my favorite part.
Honestly, my favorite honors college events are probably the community coffees. I like getting free food, I like getting free coffee, but it's also a great chance to see people who I wouldn't have met because I maybe don't have classes with them, or maybe some old friends, but our schedules didn't line up. So it's a great chance to reconnect with people you never would have thought you'd meet.
I will say that my favorite honors college event that I've been to, shout out Esther Vega, because we made this event happen together last spring. It was the Honors College Succulent event, but it was really connected with connecting with our Latino and Hispanohablante community here in Corvallis, and we were just able to give a presentation on the Honors College, give a synopsis on what it is, but then do it all in Spanish and connect with our Hispanic community, which usually doesn't get catered events like this, especially events that are just straight up in Spanish. So that was my favorite event, was to be able to connect with people that speak the same language as I do and give them information on the Honors College and how awesome we are.
My favorite HC course is the Honors Colloquia on Conspiracy Theories,
Comparative Planetology,
Poetry of Hunger,
An Intro to Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies,
Honors Writing, Toy-Based Technology for Children with Disabilities.
It's one of our colloquia called Imaging the American West.
That's when I really felt like the professor cared about me.
There were 7 people in the class. The professor literally Skyped us from Maryland the whole time, and we took a field trip to the campus food pantry, and it was just really nice to learn about.
I talked for about 5 to 10 minutes about Japanese selvage denim in that class, and it was on topic. So I was proud of that.
It was such a nice environment.
It's a hard question. I have a lot of free time.
I am working 3 other jobs. I'm a College of Engineering ambassador. I'm a TA for MIME, and I also work in the student services downstairs. I'm also part of a few clubs, and I also like to run and play tennis, so I'll do that too. And I'll be drinking a lot of coffee all the time.
I will probably be doing research in my research lab, or at Dixon doing Zumba. I love Zumba. It's so fun.
I'll be usually at Research Stadium with the marching band.
Here somewhere at the McAlexander Fieldhouse. This is where sort of the climbing culture of Oregon State lives.
You'll probably find me planning different events on campus.
Pushing weight at Dixon or in the slug.
I don't smile, I'm a college student, just kidding.
Something that made me smile was how sunny it was.
The sun. I am so glad it's really sunny outside and it's not raining. So I have 8 a.m.s every single day, and so something that made me really happy was waking up and seeing light.
It was me taking my last ever final for chemical engineering. That was very, very fun to actually be done with.
My dog makes me smile every day. She's so happy.
I always enjoy when people attempt to do things that we would normally do with dogs, with other random animals, and they just tend to work out sometimes.
I like things that are really mini, smaller than they should be. I think that's why I like children so much and why I want to be a pediatrician, because they're just so tiny.
It's Halloween today.
There is candy everywhere.
And I woke up, so 2 great things already. I'm winning.